Once T-bolts are removed, you want to cut up under the flared out pieces. Once that step is removed, you want to make 4, possibly 5 cuts inside, only to the glue line. Do not cut through the entire pipe. Once you have the outer side of the flange removed and you've made your cuts on the inside of the pipe, take your yellow sponge and stuff it down in here, not too far to where you can't reach it when it comes time to pull it out, but you want something in here so that when you bust this right here out, it don't fall down into your drain and cause you a clog in the future. But once you got you a sponge or something that you can stick into here, you will take and put a flathead screwdriver right on the glue line, and you'll take your hammer and you'll tap it ever so slightly to bust the insides of this out. And once that is removed, we will proceed to the next step. You have the inside of that cut out. You want to take your flange and dry fit it all the way down to the ground, just enough to where you can get your fingers up under it to pull it back out, just in case you need to chisel out just a little bit more. You'll do that until you can set this on the floor flush, and then you will take a torpedo level to make sure both one way and the other, to make sure that it is perfectly leveled so that when you set this in there, it is in there proper. And then you will take toggle bolts and a drill, and you'll drill you some holes to mount this thing in there. But you're not going to mount it until after you glue it in. We'll get to that stage next. Once you have it in place, you check the levelness that way. And that way. Once you have that done, pick out 4 holes. Any 8, there's 8 here. Pick 4. It doesn't matter. But make sure it's the round holes, not your T-bolt holes, and not your U-slot. Grab your T-bolts. It will tell you on the side of the box what size drill bit to use and what size nut driver to use, whether it's Phillip's head, in this case it's 5/16 hex head. And then you will take...
Hey, are either of these restrooms working?
Once you have that done, pick out 4 holes. Any 8, there's 8 here. Pick 4. It doesn't matter. But make sure it's the round holes, not your T-bolt holes, and not your U-slot. Grab your T-bolts. It will tell you on the side of the box what size drill bit to use and what size nut driver to use, whether it's Phillip's head, in this case it's 5/16. Once you have your T-bolts in, you can place your wax ring. Sometimes if it helps, you can take a little bit of wax from the old wax ring that you had removed, and you can stuff it in these cracks here. It kind of holds this right here from moving around, so that when you set your tool, your bolts stay in place. And that, my fellow techs, is how you change out a flange. I hope this video was educational. Hope you learned something from it. This ain't just a pretty face.